Oi, 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 oi. Oi, I'm coming. I'm here. Okay, I think I'm in place. Hi, Clubbies.
Hello, everyone. It
is
Daddy Dev.
It is. It's Daddy. He's here with me today. So I told you guys last time Dev doesn't know this. I was Mr. Dev. Last week on Sunday, I put up a live video instead of doing a video. So a pre-recorded video. Sorry, I'm getting there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna have a conversation. It's gonna work. Okay, so last week I put up a live video instead of a pre-recorded one. It was me driving and talking a mile a minute, and I told you guys that Mr. Dev and I have a mutual friend who is very sick. And so per his request, we're gonna do a video about support systems. Because times like this is when it's really important to have one. Right?
Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Absolutely.
He's tired. He's had a long day. He's going to be kind of here. Mostly not. But I did relay to him how much you guys missed him and that you guys kept asking about him. So I was like, you gotta come.
By the way, I really appreciate when she told me that, it just warmed my heart.
Yes. It's mostly because, other girls want my daddy, but that's okay. That's okay. So I guess, as you guys know, the main reason littles have caregivers is so they have a support system, and their support system is their caregiver, but sometimes it's the opposite way. I just realized why it was suddenly so bright. My phone's camera is on top of my Diva ring lights. I guess it's really glitter. I'm not wearing my glasses today because that would be super reflective. So distracted easily. But okay, so back on track. Sometimes it's the opposite way. Things happen, and littles also have to be a really good support system for their daddies. Being a support system can mean different things for different people for different reasons. A lot of my support that I need from my daddy is that I constantly have anxiety, like real bad. I'm always worried about something. I'm always freaking out about something. I'm always over the edge about any little thing at any given time, and so he's there to remind me, hey, it's not the end of the world. Hey, you got this. You can do this. Hey, you're perfectly capable of handling everything that you're in right now. So he's been perfect for that.
Absolutely. She is. She's fantabulous. She's a hard-working girl that don't need no man, but here I am supporting her ass.
Yeah.
Because I love her, and I know she can succeed.
You do. And I do. I try really hard, and I succeed, and I, push myself, and I'm trying to get better about things. Now for Mr.
And works super hard.
I do.
By the way, with her three damn jobs.
Exactly. I was telling them that last time about how I was having 3 jobs, and hopefully next week, not this week after Halloween, but the one after that, I'll be down to maybe at least only having to do my Amazon job, because I told them I got a job at Amazon, and then maybe my other job, and be completely done with the kiosk, because I'm so ready for them to hire more people and just be done. And so hopefully. But for Daddy, for Mr. Dev, daddies don't really get a lot of the same attentions that little do, because their job is mainly, depending on the dynamic of your relationship, to give support and to give attention for littles. Now, so that means they do get a lot of attention in the form of, I want you, I need you, what's going on, for purposes of me. I mean, that sounds a little greedy, but it mainly is what it is. And, I personally...
It's just texting her, telling her good morning, saying good night, making sure she's okay, this, that, and the other thing, paying attention to her, asking how her hair is, whatever makes her happy.
Yes.
Giving her the attention and support she needs to get through her days.
Yeah. And so lately, because of, different situations, that's kind of been slightly reversed. I mean, he still texts me first every day, but he gets up way before I do. And, it's always me asking, like, hey, what's going on with you? How are things? How's work? What have you been doing all day? How's everybody else? How's our mutual friend? Things like that. Just keeping up with what's going on with him. But at the same time, I'm still like, oh my god, this is what's going on with me. And it's so terrible. And I can't live like this. And it's so horrible. And it's sometimes it's hard to be balanced like that because I'm little and I forget that, other people have stuff going on, and I forget that it's hard for them too. So sometimes I lay it on super thick, forgetting that he's already got all this stress going on and stuff like that. So, I've been doing my best to do anything and everything that he needs when he wants it. Making sure that I give him the phone calls he wants when I can, and that I can, stay constantly texting him. And it has been really hard with me working all these jobs to, be there constantly by his side. But he says that I've been doing a really good job, so hopefully it's true.
She has been. Even with everything going on with our mutual friend, she's been keeping up and talking with me, and, I understand that there's a difference in sleep schedules and work schedules and things like that, and, just as a daddy, you need to understand that, you have a little, you gotta be understanding, if you want to be demanding and a dick, go for it, but hey, that's how you break down barriers in the bad way.
Yeah, it is. It's very much. And it usually, when you're over demanding of somebody, when you're taking constantly or demanding constantly from somebody and they just can't deliver, it starts to make them feel like they're wrong, when necessarily it's not, them, it's just the situation. And so there are problems in that. But also at the same time, it starts to reach over to, you're not really a daddy, you're just a bad dom. But it's the same thing with littles. Yeah, it's the same thing with littles. Once you get to the point where you're only taking from daddy, and you're only like, this is about me, it's all about me, it's what I want, it's what I want to do, it's about, my anxiety, or it's about my problems, it's not about you, you're here to take care of me, that's all you're good for, then you're a bad little. There has to be a balance with all relationships, with any kind of relationship, whether it be sexual, non-sexual, best friends, daddy and little, anything like that. What's really important is communication, understanding, finding balance, maintaining balance. Those are like the foundations that for every good relationship to ever happen, be it, like I said, from the long list from before, you just have to stay on the same page. And sometimes it's hard. Sometimes, we break subject and we, forget where we're at. And sometimes we, gravitate, whatever, drift, there we go, away from each other. And, we lose that understanding, that baseline of understanding, communication. And that's where relationships really start to fall apart or change. But once you reestablish it, that's all that matters, is you got to keep that intact, and then everything else can build up from that. Right?
Yep.
Yeah. Anything you want to say specifically?
Just, as we were saying, building on a support system. Support system isn't just between daddy and a little. It can be between the daddy and his friends, the daddy and his family. Sometimes you can't just count on your little to be there to support you throughout everything. They have their own things to worry about, and you need to know the people in your life that can hold you up. Yeah. This has been a really rough month for myself, And little D has been a godsend in how she's been supporting me and holding me up and just worshiping me with how I've handled everything.
He's been really good, though.
It hasn't been easy. It has been probably one of the roughest things that I've had to go through my entire life, seeing my friend go through this. But I've had the backing of little D, a lot of my friends, and my family to keep me upright and pushing forward. Even my coworkers and everyone like that, they've been supportive. They know that if I need to take time off, they understand. So,
and all
there's
of
a balance in everything.
Yeah, sorry. All of this has been possible for him to have the support and to have all these people in his life come and help him because he's taken the effort to communicate his problem and he's taken the effort to talk to people about what's going on. Like, I cannot tell you how many times I've heard or seen people say, you know, I've had no help, I've got no support, I've got nothing, and all I do is put out. But honestly, you never reached out to anybody. You never told anybody what's going on. And I understand sometimes you feel like, especially me, I have been there. I have felt like I don't understand why they can't see that I have a problem. Like, I don't understand why they can't look in my face and understand that something's wrong. But everybody's got stuff going on. Everybody's got something going wrong in their life. Everybody has their own problems. You're not going to get a fix if you don't ask for help. And that's the most important part about a support system is you don't get support that you don't ask for. And, you know, sometimes you don't even need much from that person. Like, sometimes, you know, Mr. Dev just wants me to text with him. He doesn't need me to ask him everything he's doing. He doesn't need me to tell him every second of the day that everything he's doing is right and that he's the strongest person that I know. He just needs me to be able to talk to him like he's a normal human being, not going through these, you know, troublesome times. You know, sometimes normality is exactly what a person needs when going through a stressor or when they're, you know, having a lot of drama or anything like that. Because, you know, sometimes it could be little things. Like I said, with my anxiety, sometimes it's like my cake didn't come out completely flat and I'm going to freak out. And, you know, sometimes I just need to be able to complain about that. And it may seem like the end of the world to me, but to, you know, to Daddy, it's stupid. It's like, oh, God, why is she being so ridiculous? But he doesn't say that to me. He's not like, oh, that's the stupidest thing I ever heard. Get over it. He's like, I'm so sorry that happened. You know, we can try again later. Or, you know, you can fix it by this. Or sometimes he's just like, I'm sorry that happened, but you can still eat cake. So it's just, you know, maybe you don't always know how you can help somebody. So in return, if somebody reaches out for you to help and you don't know what to do for them, ask them, like, well, how can I help you? Or what would you like me to do for you? You know, I want to help you, but I don't really know how. It's just really important. Communication! I can't stress enough. It's really important for any and every kind of relationship and situation. Right?
Absolutely. 100% communication.
Yeah. So, and, you know, I told you guys that we were going through this in my last video, and as you guys know, I had not posted for, I think it was like a month and a half, before this, before my last video.
For shame.
I know, but it's been so busy with working and spending all my time with you. Not that I don't love spending all my time with Daddy. I do so much. You know, it's been crazy and it's been hectic. And for me, my support system includes all of you guys. It includes making these videos. It includes, you know, being able to express myself and dress up. I'm a bat, by the way. I'm a bat. I got wings. What about her wing? I lost it. I got it, though. Yes. And it means, you know, being able to share with you guys my lifestyle and what's going on. That helps me, you know, feel better and do better, you know? And it's part of my schedule. And for littles, especially ones like me. It's really important to have and maintain a schedule, that everything else starts spiraling, especially for me. Like, once I don't have a schedule and everything is kind of happening and I don't have any kind of control or normality, I start spiraling really bad, and then it gets to panic attacks at work and crying on the way to work. It's crazy. It's bad times, and that's not what we want. We want all good times, right?
All the time, every time.
He's entranced by me. That's what all these pauses are. He's like, oh, look at my little girl. She's so cute. Her little bat outfit.
She looks so fabulous with her bat wings and her bat ears and just bat crazy.
I am, no. He's not exaggerating the crazy part. But I mean, I guess that's kind of the most of what we wanted to say.
Yep, I think so. Reach out, communicate. If you're having trouble, talk to your best friend, talk to your mom, talk to your dad. I know not everyone is awesome with their family. If not, family isn't just by blood.
No.
You've got your best friends, your other friends, the friends you may not always talk to that you haven't talked to for a while. Like, trust me, I moved away from my hometown about 6 years ago, but I still have my good handful of friends that I know if I call, they're going to be there for me. Like, we pick up like that, and just, like a day hasn't passed since I left, and they have no problem supporting me or talking to me and catching up or this, that, or the other thing. If I need help, they'll be more than glad to lend an ear to listen. So, be sure to surround yourself with positive people. That's also an important life lesson, is positive people is what will make you a successful person.
Yes. And we've been talking about friends and family and, people you work with and things like that. Sometimes you may be going through problems that you don't necessarily want other people to know about and things like that. So it never hurts to seek out professional help, to go to support group meetings, to go to anonymous meetings, for, group therapy and things like that. It never hurts to talk about it. It never hurts to find a way to communicate what you're going through to somebody else. It only helps. Only helps.
There are also, I'm sorry, little D, but there are also apps that allow you to communicate with professionals.
Mm-hmm.
So just in case you are in a spot and you feel like you do need to talk to someone, maybe we can find a link and post that in the YouTube description of this.
Yes, we'll put hotlines, we'll put ways to find local groups, like ideas. If there's not a general kind of Google search thing we can find, we'll put that. We'll put apps that you can use. Honestly, making a YouTube platform has helped me wonders, being able to communicate with you guys. Like I said it in the car the other day, like I was just so happy to be able to talk to you, all of you, and to, be able to just express and say things to you guys, just talk openly. It's amazing. It's an amazing feeling. It's just like letting all of the bad things out into the universe, and, knowing that they're received by somebody is just so relaxing to me. And I'm just happy I still have followers. I know I ghosted, and I had a very extended vacation, and even after I explicitly said, I'm like, no, I'm gonna stick to my videos so this doesn't happen, I also said, if it happens, it's gonna be a long time before I get back into it. So I'm just really glad that it only took like, a month and a half before I was able to get back in, versus
and to kind of back her up, I will say she has been working super hard to pay them bills.
I did. I'm
not like she didn't want to. We have talked.
We did.
But she will be more active.
And as you guys know, I did put it up, and I put it up on Instagram. If you guys haven't followed me on Instagram yet, it's at d.littledoll. I've also, been working on products to go into my shop. I've been doing adult passies. I've been doing collars. I've been researching. I said again before, I'm just repeating a lot of stuff because this is a more formatted video that I'm looking into doing my own custom onesies. By the way, the onesie I'm wearing now, which I love so much, is by Little Nightmare Shop. She did these on pre-order a few months back. I got them, and it comes with a fun little kit because it was pre-ordered. I got some incense. I got a little altar cloth. It's super cute. It's got stars on it. And I got some candy. Yes, candy. And it is perfect. It fits really well. It is big in some areas, but that's because, as you guys know, I order 2XL versus my actual size because I have bodacious body parts that stretch it out. But otherwise, it's super comfortable. It's a cotton stretch kind of material. At least it feels cottony, but I do think it is 100% polyester. It does have a lot of stretch to it. Super comfy and super cute with all my kitties and my witch bottles, my love potion number 9s, moons. It's called the Bewitched one. Anyways, so we went on a rant about my onesies and my shop, and we talked about support and, finding support and making sure you communicate, and, we talked about what's going on. What else? Everything?
I got nothing.
All right,
I think this was a fantastic video.
Yes, it's gonna be a fabulous video. We say that now, but we're gonna have all these hate comments like, I don't know. Somebody's gonna think something negative.
All you followers are wonderful people, and we appreciate the views and the subs and the everything. So please, tell your friends.
Yes, and like and subscribe and do all the good stuff. Okay. All right. I love you guys. Bye. Say bye. Say bye.
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 Goodbye.